Hello and welcome to this week's Live, Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. On this week's show I shall be chatting to young Adrian from local country blues americana rock band, the Heartland Roots band. And as usual be playing lots of homegrown music by local bands. A very warm welcome to you, and I hope you're all well and are having a great week. Right, let's kick this week's show. We're off with a brand new track from Ferris, Fantasy. That was the latest from Ferris from their brand new EP, Fantasy. They seem to be kicking things off 2023 with a bit of a bang because they're playing this Saturday at 7:30 at the Soundhouse in sunny Leicester with the Monday Club. Actually, it's spelled M-U-N-D-E-H. I suppose it's Monday Club, as they say here in Leicester. Anyway, that's Ferris and the Monday Club at 7:30 this Saturday, Soundhouse, Leicester. Okay, meanwhile, let's play a fairly up-to-date song by the Peaceful Easy, 2020 Vision.
Pessimism I chipped away, little by little, like Andy Dufresne, changing the mind state, mentally migrate. See, I've been a puppet, a born, but doing things my way. Failure isn't optional, so I'll envision the precision with the third fiber optical. Been getting philosophical, saying that ain't to Alan Watts. Been praying to the deities and singing to the pagan gods. You know, hedging the bets because the hourglass of life was full of pain and regret. Lost in that desert, desolate, desperate to repent because the currency was time and the money is spent. And we're all broke, trying to plug holes in the same boat, scrapping for the loot at the bottom of the rainbow. The same old, that age old fable. We fight for crumbs while they feast on the table. 2020 came and it locked us down. I got 2020 vision, see that clearly now. 2020 came and it locked us down. Red car seat, a tear upon the cheek, androids fall asleep to dream of electric sheep. Feel the heat of a bygone chapter, filling the air with laughter, sipping on ayahuasca, something they can never capture. With the click clank camera action, encapsulated in the caption, the fools forgot. The king and the pawn end up in the same box. I'm that lost apostle, drinking wine and selling fish, spotting gibberish, concocted barbiturates. You know I keep philosopher's stone, so everything they touch can turn to gold. Just like dropping the oceans and living it large, and I'm casting out ripples with the beat of the heart. See, I was here at the start, the sound became loud in a time called now. I keep my feet on the ground, so 2020 came and it locked us down. I got 2020 vision, see it clearly now. 2020 came and it locked us down.
That was the Peaceful Easy 2020 Vision. Here's another new banger from Aphrodite, released a few weeks ago, Nothing on You.
Nothing
That was a brand new one from Aphrodite, Nothing on You. Now here's a little bit of Ben Hartman. He's playing these days as Hartman and Carter, or is it Carter and Hartman? Hartman and Carter. Anyway, here's Ben Hartman, Black Sky.
Not alone. Got tired of walking, gotta find my way home. The bitter rain pours down from the sky. It's down my face, it's okay to cry. I thought about what you told me. Realized that I was living a lie. Knew that it was all over when you sat there and watched me cry. I thought about what you told me. I realized that I was living a lie. All I see tonight is a black sky. Stars are shining out tonight. It just don't seem right. Freedom in your eyes. You don't wanna be with me tonight. And so I'll just carry on, pretending nothing's wrong. Maybe when it's all over, will you be here or will you go? I thought about what you told me. I realized that I was living a lie. 'Cause all I see tonight is a black sky. Stars are shining out tonight. It just don't seem right. Freedom in your eyes. You don't wanna be with me tonight. All I see tonight is a black sky. Stars are shining out tonight. It just don't seem right. Freedom in your eyes. You don't wanna be with me tonight.
That was the wonderful Ben Hartman from Carter and Hartman. There you go. It's Carter and Hartman, not Hartman and Carter. Okay, so Carter and Hartman are going to be playing tomorrow, 3rd of February 2022. They're going to be playing at the Railway Inn in Glenfield from 8 o'clock as part of the venue's new live music showcase. Now here's a blast from the past. It's by a band who are sadly no longer with us, By the Rivers, and This Love. That was a blast from the past, By the Rivers and This Love. Okay, so now it's time for this week's interview where I'm chatting to young Adrian from local country blues Americana rock band, the Heartland Roots Band. But first of all, here's one of their songs, Bad Times Good.
A mile in my shoes. It's just not like that, believe me.
That was Bad Times Good by the multiple award-winning Heartland Roots band. And this week's interview is with Adrian from the band. Hello there, Adrian. How the devil am I finding you today?
I'm in fine fettle, thank you, Kev. Fine.
Excellent. That's great to hear. Thank you so much for joining me on my little show here on Live, Local and Loud. That's an interesting name you've got there, Heartland Roots Band. How did it come about? How did the name of the band come about, Adrian?
Basically, we formed the band. We're based in Leicestershire, and we kind of thought, right, Leicestershire is the centre of this country.
Absolutely, it's the centre of the world, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Well, I wouldn't go as far as to say the world, but maybe certainly England. And we thought, okay, Leicester's the heart of this country, and as a band, we were very interested in the kind of roots of all our favourite kinds of music. That whether that's country, blues, rock, pop, soul, whatever. And so that the name came out of that, really, the roots of our favourite music and being based in Leicestershire. I mean, in the beginning, we were really kind of a folk group, and then it sort of evolved into a country rock group over a period of time, really. And in our original songs, we used to write lots of songs referencing Leicester and Leicestershire. We thought it was kind of underrepresented in song. Wow. As a place. But yeah, over a period of time, we started off as a very kind of modest, slightly ramshackle acoustic folk group, ended up being this kind of loud and big in your face band over several years later.
Oh, okay.
We are now.
I think you're right. Leicester does seem quite underrepresented in songs, doesn't it? I mean, like even Kasabian, I don't think have written any or many songs mentioning Leicester.
No, I know Shwaddy Waddy had a song called "At the Trocadero," and that was the name of a venue in Humberston Road back in the day, before my day, but in a day. But apart from Shwaddy Waddy, I don't remember many people actually writing anything about Leicester. But so we started off doing that, and then I kind of ran out of ideas for that, really, because
wow.
And then sort of writing more general stuff.
Now, if you'd just like to say what you do in the band, Adrian.
Well, I am one of the band's two founder members. I play guitar. I do a bit of this and that. I do some vocals. But I write and originate most of the songs, I suppose you'd say. So I'm the sort of main principal songwriter, and I play guitar and do some singing.
Oh, right, okay. And there's quite a few of them in the band, isn't there? Would you just be able to just briefly say who the others are, and what they do? Okay,
so we have Paul on drums, we have Nick on bass, we have Lee on lead guitar, we have Sam on vocals. And we have myself and we have Anna on keyboards.
Oh, right. Okay. So what is that? About 6 or 7 of you?
Six. Magnificent 6.
Okay. That's brilliant. Now, I introduced you as being multiple award winning. You've got a few awards now, haven't you? What's the best one you've won so far, would you say?
Well, the one we've won 2 years running is the UK Country Music Awards Group of the Year. I guess, it's the UK contemporary music country scene is not that big compared to America, but we, right now in terms of groups, we are the number one group, I suppose you'd say.
Wow!
So that's
congratulations, well done.
Thank you very much. So we've won that in 21 and 22, and hoping to get a hat trick of that this year, because we're going to have this year coming up is going to be even bigger this year for us. We're going to be even busier.
Gosh, that's quite amazing. So, and you've won the award twice now. That's brilliant. But it puts you under pressure then to make sure you win it next year.
Well, it does a bit. Not that winning awards isn't the reason why anybody gets into music, but it's a little bit of an acknowledgement, and it's something to put on your sort of musical CV.
And I mean, speaking of which, you seem to get a lot of good coverage all over the world as well. It's not just the UK. I mean, you seem to get radio play all sorts of places, don't you? How did that come about?
Yeah, well, we're certainly bigger probably in America than we are in Leicester even, which is crazy, but that's the way it is. We just started to get our music out there via the magic of the internet and Spotify and everything. And a lot of independent stations in the USA and Australia, New Zealand, other places that have got hold of us. I guess because of the kind of music we play. Our singer, she's South African, so she lives in Leicester, but she's South African. So her voice and her accent is kind of a little bit hard to place. So people in America don't really think we're an English band. Because people in the country scene in America don't really know anything about the British country, even if they know if there is one. Right. It's the country scene in Britain, but they hear our music and they just assume we're American, maybe. Which we're not. I'm not, saying we are, but we just, doing what we do, and that's managed to catch on a little bit. So we have literally got a worldwide listener base on Spotify. We've got a worldwide fan club as well, which is all online as well.
Crikey! Have you actually played in any of these countries?
No, but we've played in France. That's the furthest away we've ever played so far. But we'd love to go. We've had invitations to go and play in America, but obviously it has to be logistically right, because it's a difficult thing to plan to play for 6 weeks to go over there and play.
I could imagine. Sounds like a world tour's in order, don't you think?
Well, world tour, we'd love to do that. We're starting off with our English tour, which starts in
Right.
2 weeks' time.
Okay, I see you've got some good festivals and stuff lined up, but we'll talk about those after the break. Yeah. But now let's play another song of yours. Let's play Something Better. Can you tell us a little bit about this song? Where did the motivation come from? Well,
this was a song which I wrote almost a year ago. I was writing. It was beginning of 2022. So. I think I was probably thinking of the kind of past couple of years that everybody's had with all the kind of doom and gloom of lockdowns and war in Ukraine and all the kind of awful things that were going on in the world. And I was thinking, God, there must be something better happening soon. And at the time, singer Sam was just about to have a baby. Her and her husband were about to have a baby. So I just thought, okay, maybe Sam will connect with this. So I kind of got the basics of the song together, and then I kind of rang her and said, look, I've got this song. Can you do something with this as well? So we got together a couple of days later, and we all put it together. It happened to be the last song we wrote and the last song we recorded on our album. And then we turned out to be the title track because we wanted it to be sort of a little bit more optimistic, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, yes, something better's coming soon. That's the idea. That's
right. It gives you a bit of hope, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so here's Something Better by the Heartland Roots Band.
I choices I must make. I know what path I need to take. So I can see a light in the distance. I can hear the words within the tune, leading me away from this existence. Something better is coming soon. Something better is coming soon. So I can see a light in the distance, and I can hear the words within the tune, leading me away from this existence. Something better is coming soon. Something better is coming soon. Something better is coming soon.
That was Something Better by the multiple award-winning Heartland Roots band. And this week I'm chatting to Adrian from the band. So Adrian, now I see you've pretty much played every local festival that I've been to in 2022, which is only really two of them, Glaston Budget and Western Park. Are you more of a festival band?
Well, in the summer, that's kind of festival season, isn't it? So
Yeah.
we got invited to play lots of things last year. Well, to be honest, last year, lots of the festivals we played were things we'd agreed to play in 2020, and they've just been held over. So like those things you just mentioned were not things we would be playing now, but they were things we'd agreed to play 2 years before that.
Right.
And the invitation got extended by 2 years.
Yeah, because we were locked down, obviously, in 2020. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But in the summer, yeah, we get lots of festivals, and this year certainly we're doing that. Some of those will be genre specific festivals, for our genre of music, country, Americana, and some are just kind of pop festivals, really, I guess.
So are there any that stand out this year in 23 that you've got lined up?
Oh God, yeah, there's loads. Well, looking forward to Wayfest in Surrey. That's one we played last year.
Right.
I think that was headlined by oh my goodness, the Christians, and Delamitri played there last year. We played Heartland Festival. That was headlined by Lulu, I think.
Heartland Festival, just in Loughborough.
Heartland, yeah, near Loughborough, yeah.
Oh wow,
that's a nice big event. That is actually
Yeah.
a nice event.
I heard about that. Yeah.
And we played there last year on one of those days when it was like 38 degrees, and it was pretty crazy. People were just trying to stay in the shade. But I loved it. This year, we're playing Wayfest. That's going to be one of our big ones. We're playing at the end of our summer tour. We're playing a festival called Rock and Ribs in Somerset, and we're playing a festival called Chagstock in Devon.
Surely it won't be long then before you might get an invite over to America on one of their big festivals, something like that.
Well, we've had invitations to go and play in America, and as I mentioned, it's this difficult thing for us to put together where we could make it feasible to do. We wouldn't really want to go over just for one gig. We'd have to have several gigs arranged before we could do something like that, because that would be the biggest thing we've ever done. But it's on the map. We're definitely going to be doing it, but it's just a case of when. Probably 2024, I guess.
So what would you say is been your biggest gig so far? Do you want to play Glastonbury, anything like that?
Do we want to play Glastonbury? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, is the Pope a Catholic? I mean, the Glastonbury is the biggest event in the world, isn't it? So we would love to play Glastonbury.
Yeah.
I've been to Glastonbury something like 11 times,
Wow.
and it's my favourite event in the world. But and I'm determined I'm going to play it one time. But yeah, we'd love to play that. But we need to get invited to play. That's the thing, and we're hoping that will happen eventually. But this tour we're doing it next month, that might be help with our profile. We're touring north of England. We're starting off at the Gaughan Club in Liverpool, which again it's an iconic venue we've always wanted to play. And then we're playing in over a period of a week. We're playing in Blackpool, Morecambe, Sheffield, Rotherham, and Newark. So we're touring the north of England, and then we'll be touring the south of England in July and August.
Wow, that sounds brilliant. So touring the north, touring the south. What about the middle?
Well, as we're in the middle, it's not so much of a tour, really. You're not far from home.
No, that's true. That's true. It's just be ordinary gigs. That's brilliant. It must be a logistical nightmare though, because there's so many people in the band. It must be really difficult getting time off work and all the rest of that.
The work isn't such a thing really, because we're in a place where music is what we mainly do. So the music comes first before anything else. But in just logistically getting 6 people to come to get to rehearsal can be difficult. So, for instance, singer Sam has now got a 10-month-old baby to look after, and we need to arrange even just for us to get together to have a drink and a bit of a songwriting session can be difficult sometimes. But that's the joy and the difficulties of having a band. Yeah. I've been a solo artist before, and I much prefer playing with a band, just because even though it's more difficult to organise, just having different people there and their ideas and their input and the fun you have with more people, that's why I like being in a band.
Okay, so now we've played your latest single, your last single, Something Better. We're about to play your next single, You're the Rock to My Roll. Would you like to tell us a bit about that? How did that come about then, Adrian?
Yeah, Rock to My Roll. That's our next single, then out at the end of February. That was another song I wrote during lockdown. Me and my wife had gone through some difficult things, I guess, and difficult times like everybody did in lockdown. And one day I think she might have said something to me like, "You're my rock." And I just kind of like joking along said, "Oh, you're a rock to my roll." And then could have got a bit of a line from that, you're my country comfort, you're my sweet soul. Yeah. When I got the blues, you're a rock to my roll. And that's how the song started from there, really. And we wanted to write a shuffle, that kind of vibe in the song. It's just kind of a fun song which we put on as the last song on the album.
I must admit, I do like the lead guitar in it as well. We've got a nice guitar solo going on there as well. Love it. Yes. One thing I like about your songs, actually, pretty much the song titles pretty much sum up, that they pretty much tell the story of the song in themselves, don't they?
Well, that's the idea of the genre of music. But there's nothing there which is too ambiguous. I think in our genre, you have to write things that people can relate to. And the old cliche, which I always hesitate to use, but they say country music's, about 3 chords and the truth or whatever. Basically, the idea of that is about that, something that people can connect to, people can relate to. I actually know several more than 3 chords, and I think our lead guitarist probably knows all of them, frankly.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So brilliant. So how can people follow you, Adrian?
Right. Well, people can follow the Heartland Roots Band on Spotify, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Every of those different kinds of social media we're on somewhere. Yeah. I suppose Spotify, YouTube, and Facebook are our most trafficked sites. But yeah, we've got a website as well. It's heartlandrootsband.co.uk. But yeah, I'd say to anybody who's not heard us before, please look us up on Spotify and YouTube. Please come to a gig and see if you like what you're listening to.
Yeah, definitely come to a gig and buy your tickets in advance. That's what I keep telling people.
Absolutely.
Okay, brilliant. Well, thanks very much for chatting with us today, Adrian. It's been great finding out about the Heartland Roots Band, and I look forward to seeing you at a festival soon. So thank you very much. And here's your next single to be released at the end of February. You're the Rock to My Roll by the Heartland Roots Band.
Thank you.
Baby,
was this week's interview where I was chatting to young Adrian from the Heartland Roots band. Look forward to seeing them at a festival or gig soon. Okay, so let's have a little bit of Demons of Ruby May, one of my old favourites, and Come Home.
Tell me now, 'cause I've not seen light before, and I won't go outside until you remind me my life is pure. The truth holds them terrified and lying on an open floor, expected to teach them that nothing will be safe in my heart. So come home, forget about your nightmares, come home, teach me how to fight and come home, help me understand and come home, tell me how to lie and come home.
Tell me a story and all of its glory, and help me to be better.
Forget
still.
about your dreams and come
I
home.
won't forget that they
I won't
made me
understand, so
well.
come
Most
home.
times I will lay down to
Treat me like before and come home. I saw the photographs of you and it reminded me it's something I could be. I want time to open up my self-esteem and stay at the couple's retreat. So tell me now, 'cause I won't be kind no more, and I won't go outside until you remind me my eyes are sore. So come home, forget about your nightmares, come home, teach me how to fight and come home, help me understand and come home, tell me how to lie and come home.
tell me a story.
Forget about your dreams and come home. I won't understand, so come home. Treat me like before and come home. Forget about your dreams and come home. I won't understand, so come home. Treat me like before and come home.
Won't forget that they
Forget
made
about
me
your nightmares,
well.
come
Most
home.
times I will lay down to
Treat me
kill.
like before and come home.
That was the wonderful Demons of Ruby May and Come Home. They don't play live very often, but when they do, they make sure it's a damn good show. Usually either here or Manchester. So that brings us to the end of another live, local and loud. I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to hear any of these interviews or to listen to any previous shows, check out musicinleicester.co.uk. And also doubly don't forget, if you want to see what gigs are on in the local Leicestershire, check out our very handy gig guide, also at musicinleicester.co.uk. So do have a great week, and I shall see you next Thursday here, Hermitage FM at 5 o'clock.